Hi everyone, how was my last tutorial part about the nominative and the accusative grammar cases in the German language? Do write your reviews in the comment section. Now in this last tutorial part, I am going to introduce to you the third grammar case in the German language, which is the dative case. So let's have a look. Now just quickly a reminder that nominative case focused on the subject, as I mentioned in my previous tutorial part, and that subject can be a person or a thing. Then in the accusative case, the focus is on the object. So there is a subject, but the object is the main focus, and the object can be a person or a thing. In this third dative case, the focus is now on the objects again, but there is in the dative case not one object, but usually two, sometimes even more than two objects. And these objects are indirect objects and direct object. So what do I mean by indirect object and direct object? The indirect object in the sentences and questions using the dative case will be usually a person for which the question whom is used, just like for the accusative case, but whom for the dative case is the question wem in German. Then there is a direct object, and that direct object is a thing for which the question what is used, which is was in German. So let's have a look at some examples. This example makes use of a regular German verb schicken, which is to send. Ich schicke dem Lehrer eine E-Mail. I am sending a male teacher an email. The question is, wem schicke ich die E-Mail? Now, email is the direct object in this sentence, and the teacher is the indirect object, the person to whom I'm sending the email. So in English, if we have a look at this sentence, there are two ways to say it. I am sending the teacher an email, or I can say I am sending an email to the teacher. However, in the German language, when this dative case is being used where an indirect and direct object is coming, the person or the indirect object must come before the direct object. So this sentence cannot be ich schicke eine E-Mail dem Lehrer. No. It has to be in this order in which the indirect object is coming before the direct object. Also note that no preposition is being used. So in English it would be I am sending an email to the teacher, but no such preposition is required in this case. So dative case does make use of some prepositions, but in other contexts, and that will come later on. Then the verb kaufen, which is to buy, is used in this example. Ich kaufe der Nachbarin ein Geschenk. I am buying the female neighbor a present. The question is for whom, für wem kaufe ich das Geschenk? So for whom am I buying the present? But the preposition für does not come in the sentence. Also note that schicken and kaufen are both accusative verbs, so they normally make use of the accusative case, but they can be used, as you have just seen now, in the dative case also. So how do I know that these verbs use the accusative case? In both these examples, if you leave out the indirect object, der Lehrer, die Nachbarin, the sentence will still be correct. Ich schicke eine E-Mail. I am sending an email. Ich kaufe ein Geschenk. I am buying a present. So these two verbs make use of both accusative and dative case. Then we have another verb, helfen, which this time is a pure dative verb. So this verb does not come in any other cases, nominative or accusative case. It requires the dative case. So in the example, der Arzt hilft dem Patient, the doctor is helping the patient. There is just this indirect object, which is the patient. No direct object is being used. So the question will still be, wem hilft der Arzt? And der Arzt is the male doctor. So this is a sentence making use of a pure dative verb, helfen, which is also an irregular verb in the German language. So its conjugation I will cover in the later tutorials. So moving on. So this is how the definite articles and the indefinite articles will look like in the three cases. Der, den, dem for masculine nouns, die, der for feminine nouns, das, dem for neutral nouns, and in plural, die, and den. Indefinite articles like the English a or an will be ein, einen, einem, eine, einer, einem. And the personal pronouns I showed you in the previous tutorial part. Ich, du, or sie, er, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, two or more people, they. Then for accusative case, mich, which is me, dich or sie, dich or sie, sie remains as in the nominative case, your and your. So it will be the same as the English, your. Ihn, which is him, sie is this time her, es is its. Uns, which is our, euch, which is their, sie, which is also there. So sie in nominative is them, but the sie is in accusative case there. So if I'm talking to two or more people directly, they will be there as the personal pronoun in the accusative case. And if I'm talking about two or more people indirectly, so not directly to them, then still the personal pronoun there will be used in the accusative case. In the dative case, mir, dir or ihnen, ihm, ihr, ihm, uns, euch, ihnen. So these will correspond like this. And note that these personal pronouns you can see in my YouTube short in which I mention how to say how are you in German. Wie geht es dir? Informal way of asking. Wie geht es Ihnen? Formal way of asking. So these personal pronouns are used in that expression because that expression uses the dative case. Also, to that question, you can answer mir geht es gut if you're good, nicht gut if you're not good, schlecht if you're feeling bad. Instead of mir, you can substitute the relevant personal pronoun. So that was all for today. Any questions related to this entire tutorial, you can ask in the comment section. Do like my videos and continue watching the tutorials. Also, do not forget to subscribe to German Tutorials for Beginners